Yeah, it's a good question. What's the most culturally significant show, television series of all time? Obviously, there's a lot of good candidates. I think it's hard to go past the in-betweeners though, only because, and I can already hear everyone sort of blowing up. Oh, Yates, you shredded idiot. Like, what about, all the classics and this and that? What you need to remember though is that show was just made as like a bush league, local television show in the UK, and it's cut through. They've had two movies that came to Australia, and I think it's because you can watch those four buffoons and think like, oh, that's like my mate, or there's a little bit of Will Mackenzie in me, which is always good. Um, and that's something that you have to remember is when a show cuts through like that, when it's not expected to be a big thing, it's a bit of an ugly duckling story. And Christ, wasn't he ugly? And that's the other thing, right? When you think about shows that have had a similar impact, I think about the UK Office, right? That was when Gervais was just starting, just getting through his junior footy, and he came out with that show, and you can tell by the production on it, it's not great. But then what happened from that? You had Steve Carell in the US Office, so because of that we've got Dwight, which we've got a lot of lucky stars to thank for. But I'm pretty sure with the UK, like in betweeners, they try to make an American version. Now, I've never explored that. Apparently, it's one of the worst things to ever happen to television, so I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, without disregarding Family Guy, South Park, Modern Family, all the true classics, I think the in-betweeners, when you compare the budget that they had relative to what was expected from the show, what they've been able to do years on is just incredible, and generations find that sort of stuff hilarious. But yeah, good question.